Hi, I'm Anna and welcome back to my channel, Building a Business. So every month I go over my expenses and income from my rental property business. If you want to see July's financial overview, you can do that by clicking up here. Now the major expenses that I've been having so far have been caused by the purchase of my first rental property, which is still in the process. It hasn't officially closed. So at the end of this video, I will give a brief overview of where we're at and how soon I think I'll be able to close. Now let's get into August's financial review.
Okay, so here are my rental finances for August of 2020. This is my starting balance, which if you watched my last video, you will see that that is the ending balance from July of 2020. Then on August 3rd, $1,000 was deposited into my account, and that's just a reoccurring balance that I have set up for the beginning of each month. So essentially that $1,000 is what I contribute from my personal income into my rental property savings each month. Next, we see the interest. So from the month of July, I earned $21.49 of interest. So that was put into my account on August 3rd as well. And then lastly, on August 7th, I withdrew $45,000 for my down payment on my first rental property. Now, the down payment and closing costs are going to be less than $45,000, but just to be safe, I deposited $45,000 to make sure in case anything else comes up that I have that wiggle room. I withdrew it on August 7th because at the time I thought I would close on my property on August 11th. That didn't happen, and in fact I still haven't closed. So for the time being, this money is just sitting in my checking account, waiting to be wired over to my lender. And then once I wire over the money for the down payment and the closing costs to my lender, then I will transfer back any of the leftover money. So say for instance, if my down payment and closing cost was $43,000, then I would retransfer $2,000 back into my savings account for my rental properties. So with all that being said, my ending balance ended up being $23,820.31. And just to have things split up, I actually ended up changing interest into its own category, so I'm going to delete that. So my automatic deposits are $1,000, rental property expenses, $45,000, savings interest earned is $21.49, and rental property income so far is $0. Now if I go to my year-to-date income, you can see again the starting balance is the same as the ending balance from July. My automatic deposit is $1,000 per month. Rental property expenses are just what I had explained earlier, same with interest and all of this. So when you sum all of these columns, you get the same ending balance of $23,820.31.
So that was my financial review for August of 2020. As I promised in the beginning of the video, I will now go over just a brief update on where I'm at in regards to purchasing my first property. So I originally went under contract on this property on July 5th. With a closing date of August 11th. The lender that I was working with assured me that August 11th shouldn't be an issue for closing, but August 11th came and went and we didn't close. Closing date was then pushed back to August 19th, then August 27th, then September 4th, and then September 9th. I'm currently filming today on September 9th and we are not closing today. I got an email this morning from my lender saying that all of the documents are with the underwriter, and so the process is about to wrap up. However, I have gotten a very similar email from them in the past saying that all the documents are with the underwriter. So in the past, the underwriter has asked for more information, which then there's a back and forth again, and it goes back to the underwriter. So while I hope that we'll be able to close in the next few days, I am not getting my hopes up because every time I get my hopes up, the closing date just passes. If you watched my last video, which I will link up here, I discussed some reasons why I'm staying in the deal despite having such a big issue with my lender, and some of the reasons why I am considering backing out. At the moment, I'm really leaning towards staying in the deal because it really feels like we're about to close. That being said, if we get to September 15th and I don't have any definite information or some sort of explanation from them as to when we will be able to close, or if we'll be able to close at all, then I will seriously consider pulling out of the deal. I'm going to say that if they aren't able to close with me by October 1st, then I will for sure get out of the deal and walk away. In the meantime, I'm hoping we'll be able to close in the next few days, and so hopefully I'll be able to give you an update on that next week, and hopefully it'll be a good update saying that I closed. And in the meantime, thank you so much for watching my videos and for following along on my journey. If you enjoyed this video, please like it below and subscribe to my channel to get more videos like this every Thursday.